Hey Central Virginia, are you wondering what's going on in our local real estate market? We'll cover that today in your August 2024 Housing Market Update. What is going on, party people? Today we're going to cover what's going on in our Central Virginia local market. The first piece of news is that mortgage rates have dropped to new lows. We are currently, at the time of this recording, at 6.5% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. That is the lowest level that we've seen since May of 2023. This news comes off of the most recent Federal Reserve's meeting, where they decided to maintain the federal funds rate with strong suggestions that they will be making a rate cut in September of this year. And with the decline in mortgage rates, we do anticipate more upward pressure on home prices. The United States as a whole has seen moderate price appreciation, somewhat in line with the 50-year average, which is generally between 3 to 4% appreciation of home values year over year. If we look at the revised 2024 forecast from the 7 major forecasters, they are predicting that we're going to see approximately 3% in home price appreciation, which once again is in line with the 50-year average. That being said, it's looking like we're going to see greater appreciation in Metro Richmond. We are currently at 6.5% year over year, so essentially we're up 6.5% from where we were at this time last year, and Metro Richmond is actually currently up 11.7% from January of this year. So my original prediction was that we were going to see somewhere between 5 and 10% price appreciation for the year of 2024. It's looking like we're probably going to be closer to that 5% mark versus 10, but we are still going to be outpacing the national average of the home price appreciation. And last but not least, let's take a sneak peek at what we're predicted to see in 2025. As you'll see, we have 9 major forecasters that have participated in this, and the average of all of their forecasts is 2.75%. And you'll notice, while they have different opinions of how much home prices are going to appreciate in 2025, the one thing they all have in common is none of them are calling for price depreciation, and none of them are calling for a huge market correction and prices to be falling off the table. So I know your Uncle Larry's got predictions. I know there's plenty of YouTubers out there that have tons of opinions on the housing market, but 9 of the major forecasters are all predicting that we're going to see price growth in 2025. So what does this all mean for you? Well, I've got 3 tips for sellers and 3 tips for buyers, as we do always. Number 1 for sellers, at this time of the year, we want to get the price right. So if you are seeing this, it is in the month of August, and if you're deciding to sell your home, more than likely you're going to be getting your home on the market in the month of September. And we always like to coach clients that we do tend to see less transactions, and they taper off towards the end of the year. So if you have your home on the market, or if you're planning to put your home on the market, we certainly want to get the price right at this time of the year, because what we don't want to do is find out that we need to make a price reduction in, say, October, November, December, when the market is naturally slower and there's less buyers out there buying. Secondly is incentivize the marketplace. So we are now in a space, as we are post the NAR settlement, which is a whole different video unto itself, where sellers can choose not to offer a buyer's agent commission. We are encouraging our clients to offer out a buyer's agent commission, and in doing so, you're incentivizing the marketplace. You're incentivizing the 4,000 agents in our Central Virginia multiple listing service for them to bring buyers to your listing. Whereas if you choose not to, that's certainly within your rights to do so. However, the marketplace is no longer incentivized to sell your property if you're not offering a commission to a buyer's agent. And last but not least, service your HVAC system if your home is either on the market or if you plan to put it on the market. We're at that time of year right now where your cooling systems are being taxed heavily and have been taxed heavily over the summer months, as well as we're heading into a time where we're going to be firing up the heating components of our home. So now is a great time to have an HVAC company out here to check and make sure that your cooling systems are still working, and then tune up your heating systems. So that way, when you get up an offer on your property and you go to the inspections, you don't have any surprises. For my buyers, you have to sign to see. So it is now mandated law throughout the United States that if you would like to see a property, you're going to have to sign a buyer brokerage agreement with a real estate agent before they're able to show the property. So this is just a forewarning, just a heads up that if you plan to go see properties and you haven't already established a formal relationship with the real estate agent, to be compliant, that real estate agent is going to have to ask you to sign a buyer brokerage agreement before you can go see properties. Secondly, in line with that is understand your agency agreement. So make sure any agreement that you sign with an agent, you understand how long that agreement is for, how much you are obligating yourself to pay that real estate agent for their services, and what all is entailed with that agency agreement. Make sure you read those things. Make sure you have these agents explain those to you, so that way you're not just blindly signing a piece of paper so that you can go see a a property. And last but not least, now more than ever, your agent's negotiation skills matter. So we are heading into a space right now where a lot of listings or some listings are not offering out a buyer's agent commission, and therefore your agent's commissions when you're working with a buyer's agent will now become part of the negotiation of your purchase agreement. So make sure that you are working with a real estate agent that understands how to negotiate these things, how to get these into the purchase agreement, so therefore you are not having to pay your agent's commissions outside of the monies that you're already having to spend with your purchase. So guys, that was your August 2024 housing market update. If there's anything we didn't cover, if you have any remaining questions, concerns, throw it in the comments below, shoot me a direct message. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in.